Hey, Juan here again. In this video, we are going to review how to create effective funnels, what is kind of like the structure. So let's start. This primarily that we will be reviewing, and I'll try to provide a few examples, is more for appointment booking funnels. So again, if you might be selling a service right now, something that is high ticket and that kind of like requires sales call to sell, this is going to be a very valuable video. If you are selling other stuff and still want to maybe improve or refine the current funnel that you have, your current website, this is still going to be valuable. But again, I'll be focusing more on an appointment booking funnel. So having said that, a funnel is basically just like a fancy word to describe kind of like a website, but rather than a general website, we are following a specific structure to basically take our prospects or people that might be interested in our services from point A to point B. That point B is finally like taking whatever is the next action that we want someone to take, in this case to book a call. Having said that, this is like a very basic, simple structure of the appointment booking funnel. So first we have the offer, then the offer subheadline, then the video sales letter that usually is just like it could be anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes, or I mean, it totally depends on your strategy, but usually 5 to 10 minutes is kind of like, or even less, 3 to 6, 7, 8 minutes. And it's kind of like an explainer video about your services that kind of like takes that prospect through an emotional journey that identifies specifically the type of people that you're helping, and that clearly states your offer, how can you help them, provides proof, shows your competence and all of that, to really explain well what is that you're like selling, and get people to take that a next step and book that discovery call, that strategy session, however you're framing like that actual sales call at the end of the day, right? So anyway, so the offer subheadline, then the video sales letter, then the first call to action, so to book a call. Usually what we do is that we frame it in a way that implies a benefit for the person that like books that call. It's not like a sales call, right? You frame it as a strategy session, or as a discovery session, or in my case we are framing it as like YouTube assessment session. So whatever it may be, something that makes sense for your specific offer. Then we go usually with like authority logos, so that's where you feature, I don't know, maybe a scene on. And if you have like PR, and you have been featured on Forbes and multiple of these magazines, you can put like the logos there, just for social proof. Then you go to a section where you address the specific pain points of your target audience. Then we list the solutions, like how basically the service that you provide solves those main pain points that we address from your target audience like prior. Then we go to explain your process. So here what I like to do is that I usually put like a flow chart or something like that that explains like the whole process that we are providing, just for people to be aware that is something that is proven, that is repeatable, and also give them like a sneak peek on what is it that we do behind the scenes, right? Then we do another call to action again, because that's ultimately the main thing that, and the main purpose of this like whole funnel that we are creating, to get people to book a call. Then we go with one of the most important things, that is social proof, that is case studies, maybe like video testimonials, screenshots and stuff like that, and then another call to action. Now, how does it look like? I'll show you my funnel. I'm not following like exactly this structure, primarily yes, but I'm adding a lot more things. And again, I just wanted to keep it in this example very simple, so that you have like a little bit of background and understanding on how all of this works, but no need to like overwhelm with all of the possibilities, right? Think about this as this was like the skeleton, and then you can start to add a lot of other variables or sections to further persuade your prospects to take your desired action. So having said that, let's review like the main funnel that we have right now. So this is our offer: grow your revenue and flow of dream inbound clients for your high ticket offers in 120 days with our proven YouTube organic scaling system. And then this is the offer subheadline. So without wondering if you will ever see a tangible ROI, waiting years to see substantial traction, or having to manage a team of unqualified freelancers. So multiple things. for the offer, it is extremely important that we follow like these following things, or these like following components. These are basically what I personally consider that are the main components of a great offer. It's a quantifiable result. So you are offering preferably a quantifiable result. You're putting like the time frame that it gets for people to get that quantifiable result. You're specifying the niche. What else? A unique mechanism. So quantifiable and the risk reversal. So usually the closer that you can get to this is the better in terms of how powerful is your offer, right? Now we can talk about also sophistication of offers and how in certain niches the offers sophisticate that much that people just get to these big claims that no one can sustain, right? So of course you have to find a balance in doing good marketing, but also sticking to things that you know that you actually can deliver. So quantifiable result, preferably time frame, the niche, unique mechanism, and the risk reversal. These are kind of like the main things. To kind of show you how I did this on my offer, this is the niche: entrepreneur, founder, or consultant. Niche just means identifying the type of people that you are usually talking to, right? And by the way, this is not like something that will limit you. What this does in talking like this specifically is that people that are exactly like this will feel like attracted to my offer, and other people that might not be exactly like this might still see a benefit and might still be interested about my offer. So don't worry about maybe that you believe that you can be pushing out some people when you talk with a specific language. That usually is not the case. So that's just like a quick parenthesis there. But anyway, so my niche, quote unquote, entrepreneur, founder, or consultant. Grow your revenue and flow of dream inbound clients. This is like the offer. This is, again, this is not quantifiable, but this is kind of like in that line of that segment of quantifiable result, that, right? This is the desired result that I'm offering to my prospects. Now, for your high ticket offers, this is kind of also a little bit related to the niche. So entrepreneur, founder, or consultant that has like a high ticket offer is kind of like related. Then we go with the in 120 days. So this is the time frame that it takes for people to get like that desired result. This one of growing their revenue and flow of dream inbound clients. Then the unique mechanism. The unique mechanism is the YouTube organic scaling system. I'm not saying like a YouTube management services or editing services for YouTube, because that's, first of all, that's not the only thing that we do. And second of all, that's not enticing enough for our prospects, right? It's like we need to show like that thing that is that extra push of interest in and that spikes the curiosity of people. So the YouTube organic scaling system, that's the unique mechanism. And the risk reversal, in this case, is just the keyword proven, but you can also be maybe a little bit more specific in saying, or you don't pay, or like, and we will grade and we will promise a return on investment on grading, or stuff like that, that just like de-risk your offer, right? And we are going to be talking about how to de-risk your offer in other ways in a little bit. But anyway, that's the explanation for the offer. That is extremely important. But going back to the structure, so that's the offer. Then the offer subheadline, that is this one, without wondering, And by the way, this subheadline, basically, if you see, I am strategically addressing the potential objections and the most common objections that I have heard from my target market. I've gathered this information by researching on the internet, by also hearing what my prospects say over and over again on sales call, and that's something that I encourage you to do as well, so that you can properly craft like your copywriting, your offers, subheadlines, all of that. Then we go here to the actual like BSL.
A new world of opportunities opens up for your business.
I will not play it all, but I will encourage you to maybe go watch it. I will try to maybe in another training explain what is the usual, some like potential frameworks for you to use if you are going to be recording like a video sales letter. So there are multiple things and persuasion principles, and there's a lot of like psychology behind this video. That is important for you to have if you are selling like a high ticket offer, right? So talking about how do you present your service, how do you address the pain points of your target audience, how do you list your benefits, compare your solutions to other potential solutions that specific like a customer persona or prospect could have. Also, how do you provide the evidence? How do you present the offer? All of that stuff, right? How do you maybe make them feel like the pain because of the situation and the challenge that they are currently facing, how you are the solution to that pain point, all of that stuff. But that's for a separate video, but that's basically the overview of the video sales letter. Then we have the main call to action, that is this one, book a YouTube assessment call. So if you click here, you'll see that it will take them through the whole funnel to book directly a call in this calendar. But anyway, let's not get that ahead. So then the authority logos after the call to action, you can see you're in great company. Over the last 2 years, we have helped these companies, and I feature a lot of logos. Logos have like a psychological persuasion principle, so it's important that we feature them. Whatever it can be, right? In my case, I just put logos of companies that we have worked with, but you can also put maybe logos of big magazines that you have been featured on and stuff like that. And then address pain points. In this case, I address like the 3 most common pain points of my target market. Then I got with how our services, like at some point our clients were struggling with the same challenges, but now and I basically list the solutions, right? That are kind of like the antithesis or the antonym of these problems that we listed right here. So these are kind of the solutions. Then we go to the process. So address pain points, list solutions, explain your process. And in this process, I just list my process, and you can see I did like a kind of like a flow chart, something that looks cool, that explains a little bit of my process, and just looks good, right? Makes people like believe, hey, these guys actually know what they're doing. They're following something. They are not just doing a random strategy. Then another call to action, then success stories from like multiple clients. This is extremely important, and I will get into this. So you can see multiple case studies. Then our packages, just because in our case, that's pretty specific to us, right? In our case, we have packages, so we list them. But if you have only one offer, like you wouldn't have to do something like this. Maybe you can do like I don't know, it totally depends, but maybe a comparison to other potential solutions that your prospect has, and how yours is clearly way better. But that usually applies more to software, but I'm just throwing out there like some potential ideas, right? Then we list like the actual video testimonials. So multiple video testimonials. I'm also highlighting because not everyone is going to want to watch all of the videos, right? So I'm not only feature them for people to see that we have plenty of video testimonials, but I'm also like highlighting the main phrases that they say that are the most relevant to any prospect, and what they say, what our clients say about our services, right? So you can see this. Then our portfolio, this is very specific to us, but it's also important for like our clients want to know, all right, they are sold on our process and our expertise, all of that. Now they want to see how it's actually like the quality of the deliverables that we produce, the thumbnails, videos. That's why we feature them here. Then another call to action, then more like another way of social proof, then a frequently asked questions section, and then the calendar. So that's usually my recommendation. Again, these just follow like this kind of a skeleton. You can see that my personal the company, the website of our company or the funnel of our company follows this structure, the appointment booking funnel, the main skeleton, but we also added some things. Same thing that you can do, other elements pardon me, that you can also add to your specific funnel are maybe authority content. So for example, like blog posts, YouTube videos, your most popular YouTube videos, articles and stuff like that, that proves your competence. Also the frequently asked questions section that I also show you that we had as well. Then the comparison with other solutions, that's an idea that I also mentioned. Maybe a founder letter like that features kind of a little bit of your personal story, if you think that that's something that could help you connect with your prospects and stuff like that. Also, 2 very important things to have in mind here is that the 2 most important things from like your business and basically this funnel as well, talking about the appointment booking funnel, are, as most of us already know at this point, is the offer and the evidence that support that offer. Because great offers are what ultimately are like the basis or the foundations of your whole business, my whole business, the business of everyone. The main offer, the angle of that offer. Is it actually valuable? That's something super important to focus on. After we have that main in the offer is basically like your claim, what you're promising your audience will get, your prospects will get in exchange for their financial resources, right? Like when someone purchases your service, what they are actually going to get, right? And it's about like that end result. So that's your offer. Now, as I was talking earlier as well, offers tend to sophisticate when more competitors and people enter that particular market that you are selling to. When that happens, the offers just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The important thing is to do offers that are really like valuable, really enticing to a target audience, but that also you can support what you're offering, of course, right? Not only for I mean, of course, like for ethics and all of that, but also because like what other option do you have, right? Like to lie doesn't make sense. So the idea is that we provide like that offer, and we also provide the evidence to support that offer. What's evidence that backs up that offer are, for example, client interviews. Super powerful way of marketing, because people, when they see, like when a prospect that might be interested about a solution see a client interview and they relate with the people that you are interviewing, that is your client, that was at point A before joining your program or getting your course, whatever, and then they went to point B, that is also the desired result of that person that is watching that client interview. You're going to immediately like basically increase that level of like certainty and trust that they have with you, right? Because they are buying into you, into your offer. They know that it actually works. So that evidence, again, the evidence that you are going to use to back up your main offer, your main claim, are client interviews with quantifiable results, in which your clients specifically say their journey from point A, from point B, and how your program or your service was that like turning point. Then we have the video testimonials, same principle that we just explained for the client interviews, maybe written testimonials as well, Google reviews, case study stories that you tell, screenshots of results, anything that is evidence that your offer actually works and that your service actually works and that you deliver what you say that you're going to deliver. So that is something extremely important. This is basically the basis of any great business and like any great campaign of marketing. So it's extremely important that we have this process dialed in. So again, the whole YouTube funnel that you probably saw already in this like training, it works, right? So all of these components are interrelated. They work in an integrated way. So yeah, let's apply this. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know, again, as I always say, if you have any questions about any of these or about whatever. If you need any assistance to put this together, let me know, and I will try to recommend to you maybe websites where you can find for people to take care of this, or if you already have a team, please feel free to send this training, ask me questions, but let's make sure that we have everything of this process super like in place, dialed in, so that we can get you the results that you ultimately want to get. So that's about it. Hopefully this was valuable, and yeah, let's keep building. Appreciate you. Bye bye. Take care.